Mr. Acosta?
Here.
Mr. Franceschini is absent. Mr. Spinelli?
Here.
Mr. Vargas?
Here.
Dr. Arthur?
Here. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Public notice of this meeting pursuant to the Open Public Meetings Act has been given on December 13th, 2023 by the City Clerk in the following manner: posting written notice on the official bulletin board in the lobby of City Hall, providing written notice to the offices of the Daily Journal and the Press of Atlantic City, and filing written notice in the office of the City Clerk of the City of Vineland.
Chair entertains a motion that the 2024 minutes of the pre-meeting conference and regular meeting of June 11th be approved as submitted.
So move. Second.
Is there any discussion by council on this motion? None?
Mr. Acosta?
Yes.
Mr. Spinelli?
Yes.
Mr. Vargas?
Yes.
Dr. Arthur?
Yes. And at this time, we have our Mayor Anthony Finucci here for the fire, and our Fire Director Richard G. Franchetta, and Fire Chief Luigi Tramontano, and I'm inviting them to swear in our new volunteer firefighters.
Mayor, Madam President, Council, and distinguished guests, tonight I'm honored to facilitate this cheerful ceremony, which began with this administration, and I remain hopeful it will continue for millennia to come. 13 Vineland residents recently completed basic instruction on firefighting techniques at the Cumberland County Fire Academy. These individuals attended over 220 hours learning life-saving techniques to better serve and assist our fire department. These 13 members endeavored on this noble course without any promise of compensation. They are truly volunteers. Tonight, Mayor Anthony Finucci will swear in the new members as volunteer firefighters of the Vineland Fire Department, and they will take oaths to uphold the laws of our governments while performing heroic acts to help our residents in need. I am honored to introduce the following volunteer firefighters to receive their oaths of office. Vineland Fire Station Number 1, Nathan Cannon. Xavier Class. Braden Hannon, Aiden Martinez, Edward Munoz, Jr. From the South Side, Fire Station Number 2, George Balbuena, Jr., Hudson Thornton. The Pride of the North Side, North Vineland, Fire Station Number 3, Brandon Brown, Joseph Montana. The Main Avenue, Vineland Fire Company Number 4, Jessica Ritter, Jillian Scarpa. And last but not least, the Panthers in East Vineland, Fire Station Number 5, Derek Lyric, Jr. I want to thank them for choosing this noble path and their perseverance to complete their training and education. Their hard work, dedication, and commitment to education have earned them the prestigious title of volunteer firefighter. Please hold this title with the highest regard, and as a professional, be ever mindful of your responsibilities to serve the citizens of Vineland with the utmost respect and professionalism, and most importantly, remain safe. I now have the distinct pleasure to announce the Mayor of the City of Vineland, Mayor Anthony R. Finucci.
Ladies and gentlemen, please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your names. Do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey. I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same and to the governments established in the United States and in this state under the authority of the people. I will faithfully, impartially, and justly perform all the duties of the office of volunteer firefighter according to the best of my ability. So help me God. Congratulations.
Congratulations. All right, Derek. To commemorate this evening, we're also giving out challenge coins of the Vineland Fire Department with a thin red line on it. This is St. Florian, the guardian protector, and I hope that they all keep this close to them as their future endeavors. So this will all go to them before they leave today. Yeah, sure. Tonight, we're also going to honor a longtime volunteer firefighter on his retirement. Freddie, can we're honoring Alfred Malini, volunteer firefighter from the Panther Road Fire Station number 5. He retires tonight, having served the citizens of Vineland for over 31 years. The mayor has something special for you in a few minutes, but our gift to you from the administration is a thin red line American flag. The thin red line is a symbol used by the fire departments across the United States to show respect for firefighters injured and killed in the line of duty. There are a few theories as to how this symbol originated, but the most common is stemming from the Crimean War in 1854. Today, as firefighters perform their duties, they place their lives second to those they protect. They are forced to face their own fears and grasp for every ounce of courage to perform the necessary task in front of them. The thin red line represents the last ounce of courage firefighters find deep in their blood to conquer their darkest fears in order to save and protect life and property. For firefighters, their friends, their family, the thin red line flag is full of meaning, and one that we only know because of the 100 years of blood, sweat, and tears. Today, we present Freddie Malini with this flag as our expression of appreciation for your 31 years of service, bravery, and commitment to the City of Vineland and the Vineland Fire Department. Freddie, while we may have retired you this evening, you will always remain active in our hearts. God bless you. As Mayor Finucci has a little something else for you.
Yeah, I got to make you laugh a little bit because normally my banter with Freddie starts off with something, then we go back and forth a little bit, and I'll keep it clean because we're in public tonight and on television, but he knows what I mean. Council President, Vice President, members of council, Director, Chief, thank you for allowing me to be here this evening to present. Freddie, I have for you an official proclamation for my office as mayor, commemorating you on your years of service and congratulating you on your retirement. I will read this into the record. Whereas Alfred Fred Malini began his volunteer service with the City of Vineland Fire Department on August 1st, 1992. Whereas Freddie has served the department as a firefighter and member of the department's color guard for over 31 years. Whereas Freddie has selflessly donated his time to the department's color guard and personally donated beautiful gold axes and flagpoles used to present and protect the department's colors and our national flag. Freddie has furthered the city's mission by providing valuable public service to the Vineland community. And whereas Freddie has earned the respect and confidence of his fellow firefighters through his many years of faithful service. Whereas Alfred Malini has earned a well-deserved retirement from the City of Vineland effective June 25th, 2024, ending his public service with the Vineland Fire Department as a volunteer firefighter. And whereas the mayor of the City of Vineland recognizes his commitment and efforts and therefore honor Freddie Malini by awarding him this proclamation and find it deserving upon him. Now, therefore, I, Anthony R. Finucci, Mayor of the great city of Vineland, do hereby congratulate Alfred Freddie Malini upon receipt of this proclamation and his retirement, and extend my deepest gratitude for your devoted service to the citizens of Vineland and the Vineland Fire Department. Congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a testament once again to the service that our public safety officials bring into the city of Vineland. Freddie has been around an awful long time, as so many of our others, and it's generational here. We are very proud to present this to him tonight. We wish him many more years of coming back here and giving us a good breaking as we need it. And there's a couple of us in the room that need it. I know you'll be back, don't you worry. And I know you know where to find me. It is official, though. The fire truck is back at the station, I was told. So we know that that had to be an accomplishment.
Sometimes people have to eat their words.
Well, you know what? A little salt and pepper helps take that a long way, Donnie. Anyway, thank you for indulging me. Freddie, congratulations.
Thank you all. Dr. Arthur, council members, thank you very much.
And all the best to the new volunteer firefighters.
Stars out.
Not excited or anything.
Bring it up. Nope. We got to turn it. Bring it together. How you doing? Okay, now you got to fold tight. Two there. Or anybody over, up and over. Keep it tight. When we get done, the only thing is going to show the stars. Get used to that new title. Keep it square. Keep it tight.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Keep it snug. Keep your line straight. I'll teach them how to fold the flag before it's over. I teach the kids. Huh? Well, we're doing it right. It's gonna have little stars showing when we're done. You good? I'm good. I'm good. Hey, thank you. You're welcome. I teach the kids at St. Mary's how to fold it every year. Living a dream.
Okay, you're never going to be able to talk.
Here's how it's done. You bring this. Just like a fire truck. Inside.
Are you guys taking notes?
I'm watching. We're just making sure Donnie does it right.
I do this with the 8th grade at St. Mary's every year. I teach them
All
how to
right,
fold the
there
flag.
you go.
Thank you. We'd ask that you quietly exit the room, please. Thank you.
I have Resolution 2024-256, a resolution recognizing Joy DeMeo upon retiring from public service effective July 1, 2024.
Chair entertains a motion that resolution number 2024-256 be adopted according to law.
Second.
Is there any discussion by council on this motion?
I'd like to wish Joy a great rest of her life. I know they're moving to Myrtle Beach with her husband, who I know very well, and hope they have a healthy retirement.
Any further?
I'd just like to echo what Councilor Melly said. Congratulations, Joy, on your retirement. Hope you enjoy everything in that new state you go into.
Mr. Petrosky?
Mr. Acosta?
Yes.
Mr. Spinelli?
Yes.
Mr. Vargas?
Yes.
Dr. Arthur?
Yes.
Public comment provides an opportunity for members of the public to inform the governing body about their views. The governing body prescribes to City Council's bylaws and the New Jersey statutes on open public meetings when engaging during public comment. As such, each individual shall have a 5-minute limit to comment, cannot yield time to another individual, may only approach the podium once during public comment for any one topic. Vulgar or offensive language is prohibited, and City Council will not engage in dialogue with the public during this time. The governing body maintains model courtesy and respect and requires members of the public to do the same.
At this time, is there anyone in the public who wishes to be heard? If so, please come to the podium. None? Mr. Petrowski?
I have ordinance number 2024-33, bond ordinance providing for safety improvements to and the rehabilitation of Chestnut Avenue in and by the City of Vineland and the County of Cumberland, New Jersey, appropriating $27,500,000 therefore, and authorizing the issuance of $5,225,000 bonds or notes of the city to finance part of the cost thereof, which is ready for a public hearing.
Chair entertains a motion that ordinance number 2024-33 be taken up for a public hearing and open to the public for discussion.
So moved. Second.
Mr. Acosta?
Yes.
Mr. Spinelli?
Yes.
Mr. Vargas?
Yes.
Dr. Arthur?
Yes. Is there anyone in the audience who wishes to be heard on ordinance number 2024-33? No one? Chair entertains a motion that the public hearing on ordinance number 2024-33 be closed.
So moved. Second.
Mr. Acosta?
Yes.
Mr. Spinelli?
Yes.
Mr. Vargas?
Yes.
Dr. Arthur?
Yes. Chair entertains a motion that ordinance number 2024-33 be taken up for a final reading and adopted according to law.
So moved. Second.
Is there any discussion by council on this motion? None?
Mr. Acosta?
Yes.
Mr. Spinelli?
Yes.
Mr. Vargas?
Yes.
Dr. Arthur?
Yes.
Ordinance number 2024-33, bond ordinance providing for safety improvements to and the rehabilitation of Chestnut Avenue in and by the City of Vineland and the County of Cumberland, New Jersey, appropriating $27,500,000 therefore, and authorizing the issuance of $5,225,000 bonds or notes of the city to finance part of the cost thereof. This ordinance is adopted.
Mr. Petrowski, please submit ordinance number 2024-33 to the mayor for his approval or disapproval.
Yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I have ordinance number 2024-34, which is ready for a first reading.
Chair entertains a motion that ordinance number 2024-34 be taken up for the first reading.
So moved. Second.
Mr. Acosta?
Yes.
Mr. Spinelli?
Yes.
Mr. Vargas?
Yes.
Dr. Arthur?
Yes.
Ordinance number 2024-34, an ordinance to amend and supplement ordinance number 8, which revised the classification and compensation plans for the City of Vineland, Police Chief, Deputy Police Chief.
Chair entertains a motion that ordinance number 2024-34 be passed for first reading and that a public hearing be held on Tuesday, July 9th, 2024 at 6:30 p.m.
So moved. Second.
Is there any discussion by council on this motion? None?
Mr. Acosta?
Yes.
Mr. Spinelli?
Yes.
Mr. Vargas?
Yes.
Dr. Arthur?
Yes.
I have ordinance number 2024-35, which is ready for a first reading.
Chair entertains a motion that ordinance number 2024-35 be taken up for the first reading.
So moved. Second.
Mr. Acosta?
Yes.
Mr. Spinelli?
Yes.
Mr. Vargas?
Yes.
Dr. Arthur?
Yes.
Ordinance number 2024-35, an ordinance providing for no parking restrictions along a portion of North 2nd Street.
Chair entertains a motion that ordinance number 2024-35 be passed for the first reading and that a public hearing be held on Tuesday, July 9th, 2024 at 6:30 p.m.
So moved. Second.
Is there any discussion by council on this motion? None?
Mr. Acosta?
Yes.
Mr. Spinelli?
Yes.
Mr. Vargas?
Yes.
Dr. Arthur?
Yes.
I have ordinance number 2024-36, which is ready for a first reading.
Chair entertains a motion that ordinance number 2024-36 be taken up for the first reading.
So moved. Second.
Mr. Acosta?
Yes.
Mr. Spinelli?
Yes.
Mr. Vargas?
Yes.
Dr. Arthur?
Yes.
Ordinance number 2024-36, ordinance amending ordinance 86-64 as amended, Chapter 425, Section 425-72 of the Code of the City of Vineland, entitled Stormwater Control.
Chair entertains a motion that ordinance number 2024-36 be passed for first reading and that a public hearing be held on Tuesday, July 9th, 2024 at 6:30 p.m.
So moved. Second.
Is there any discussion by council on this motion? None?
Mr. Acosta?
Yes.
Mr. Spinelli?
Yes.
Mr. Vargas?
Yes.
Dr. Arthur?
Yes.
I have ordinance number 2024-37, which is ready for a first reading.
Chair entertains a motion that ordinance number 2024-37 be taken up for the first reading.
So moved. Second.
Mr. Acosta?
Yes.
Mr. Spinelli?
Yes.
Mr. Vargas?
Yes.
Dr. Arthur?
Yes.
Ordinance number 2024-37, an ordinance amending Chapter 425, Land Use of the Code of the City of Vineland, County of Cumberland, and State of New Jersey.
Chair entertains a motion that ordinance number 2024-37 be passed for the first reading, and that a public hearing be held on Tuesday, July 9th, 2024, at 6:30 p.m.
So moved. Second.
Is there any discussion by council on this motion? None?
Mr. Acosta?
Yes.
Mr. Spinelli?
Yes.
Mr. Vargas?
Yes.
Dr. Arthur?
Yes.
I have ordinance number 2024-38, which is ready for a first reading.
Chair entertains a motion that ordinance number 2024-38 be taken up for the first reading.
So moved. Second.
Mr. Acosta?
Yes.
Mr. Spinelli?
Yes.
Mr. Vargas?
Yes.
Dr. Arthur?
Yes.
Ordinance number 2024-38, ordinance amending ordinance 2004-25 as amended, entitled an ordinance adopting the Center City redevelopment plan consistent with Resolution 5203 of the Planning Board of the City of Vineland, so as to amend Block 2802, Lot 2, 40 West Landis Avenue, consistent with Resolution 6647 of the Planning Board.
Chair entertains a motion that ordinance number 2024-38 be passed for a first reading, and that a public hearing be held on Tuesday, July 9th, 2024, at 6:30 p.m.
So moved. Second.
Is there any discussion by council on this motion? None?
Mr. Acosta?
Yes.
Mr. Spinelli?
Yes.
Mr. Vargas?
Yes.
Dr. Arthur?
Yes.
We'll move now into the consent agenda items. 2024-257 is a resolution granting the renewal of alcoholic beverage licenses for the licensing period July 1, 2024 to June 30th, 2025. 2024-258 is a resolution providing for the insertion in the calendar year 2024 budget of the City of Vineland. A special item of revenue made available by revenue realized from State of New Jersey Department of Environmental Protection, fiscal year 24 Clean Communities funding allocation in the amount of $174,060.33, and an appropriation in said budget for like sums and purposes. 2024-259 is a resolution providing for the insertion in the calendar year 2024 budget of the City of Vineland, a special item of revenue made available by revenue realized from the New Jersey Department of Community Affairs Local Recreational Improvement 2024 grant in the amount of $73,000, and an appropriation in said budget for like sum and purpose. 2024-260 is a resolution providing for the insertion in the calendar year 2024 budget of the City of Vineland, a special item of revenue made available by revenue realized from the New Jersey Department of Community Affairs Neighborhood Preservation Program in the amount of $125,000, and an appropriation in said budget for like sum and purpose. 2024-261 is a resolution authorizing the execution of a shared services agreement with the Landis Sewage Authority for services rendered to the LSA by the Office of the Tax Collector for the City of Vineland. 2024-262 is a resolution authorizing the submission of a grant application and the execution of a grant agreement with the New Jersey Department of Transportation for the resurfacing of Walnut Road from Delsey Drive to West Boulevard. 2024-263 is a resolution authorizing and approving the filing of an application with the New Jersey Department of Environmental Protection for supplemental Green Acres program funding for Romano Park complex improvements, and authorizing the execution of agreements for same. 2024-264 is a resolution authorizing the submission of an application to National Arbor Day Foundation for the Arbor Day Foundation Community Tree Grant. 2024-265 is a resolution authorizing the execution of a grant application for grant funding from the New Jersey Urban Enterprise Zone Authority in the amount not to exceed $175,000 for marketing and entertainment for downtown concerts and events. 2024-266 is a resolution authorizing the execution of a site access agreement by and between the New Jersey Department of Environmental Protection and the City of Vineland for access to city property known as 609 South 6th Street to perform remedial investigation and remedial action. 2024-267 is a resolution authorizing the execution of an extension of a letter of intent by and between Infinity Energy LLC, Hamilton, New Jersey, and the City of Vineland for a long-term lease of a portion of property located at 1271 South Mill Road, Vineland. 2024-268 is a resolution authorizing the issuance of a mandatory supplemental change order number 2, the amount of $41,100 to professional services contract number C22-0047 issued to Golder Associates USA, Lansing, Michigan. 2024-269 is a resolution declaring the existence of an emergency requiring stormwater pipe repairs on West Landis Avenue and Mill Road and authorizing the payment of bills for said services. 2024-270 is a resolution exercising the option to extend contract C23-0096 for the supply of concrete. 2024-271 is a resolution exercising the option to extend contract C22-0105 for grant consulting services, CDBG, home, and affordable housing programs. 2024-272 is a resolution rejecting bids received on April 11, 2024 for fuel tanks and piping removal at Howard Down demo site. 2024-273 is a resolution authorizing a contract to Gray Bar Electric Company Incorporated, Teterboro, New Jersey, for Gray Bar fiber for city parks and buildings in the amount not to exceed $82,657.59 pursuant to a national cooperative pricing agreement with Omnia Partners. 2024-274 is a resolution approving forgivable loans from First Generation Enterprise Zone funds for Project Beautify. 2024-275 is a resolution approving charge against various land for land clearance and authorizing said charge to become a lien upon such land and to be added to and become part of the taxes to be assessed and levied upon such land. 2024-276 is a resolution approving surety reduction, release, or renewal as submitted by the city engineer. 2024-277 is a resolution providing and authorizing the payment of bills and demands against the City of Vineland. 2024-278 is a resolution authorizing the issuance of original renewal and/or transfer taxi cab licenses for the year 2024. 2024-279 is a resolution authorizing the execution of amendment to a professional services agreement by and between the Bowling Group, Hoboken, New Jersey, and the City of Vineland for representation and consulting in regard to transportation, logistics, and infrastructure matters. 2024-280 is a resolution awarding an open-end contract to ACV Environmental Services Incorporated, Avenel, New Jersey, for solid and liquid waste disposal for the Vineland Municipal Electric Utility. 2024-281 is a resolution authorizing the exclusion of the public from a meeting between the mayor, city council, city clerk and staff, business administrator and staff, city solicitor and staff, economic development director and staff, and chief financial officer and staff concerning the negotiations of a contract in which the public body is or may become a party, and authorizing disclosure of minutes of said meeting as provided herein. I also have reports to the various departments for the months of April and May, and request the reports be received and filed.
Chair entertains a motion to approve all items on the consent agenda.
So moved. Second.
Is there any discussion by council on this motion? None?
Mr. Acosta?
Yes.
Mr. Spinelli?
Yes.
Mr. Vargas?
Yes.
Dr. Arthur?
Yes.
That's all the formal business I have tonight, Madam President.
Thank you, Mr. Petrosky. At this time, do we have any comments from council? Councilman Acosta? No? No comments? Councilman Spinelli?
Yeah, congrats to our new volunteers. It's a good, looks like a good young group of volunteer firefighters, and kind of puts a bench in so that these youngsters can learn and from our veterans, and let the fire department continue to function at a very high level. And also to our retiree, wish him well, good health in his retirement. And also your up for entertainment, keep your eye on landistheater.com. He's constantly having shows on the weekends, generally Fridays and Saturdays. And he also has a venue upstairs if you like dancing and things of that nature. And that's about it.
Councilman Vargas?
Yes, I also like to congratulate all the fire volunteers, including our two ladies here today. I'm happy to see more females getting involved in our police and also our fire departments. Also, congratulations to our retirees tonight. And also, I'd like to remind the public that we have our Gold Star family rededication. She is already 104 years old as of May 30th, 104 years old. So we're doing our rededication on July 6th from 11 to 1. The public is invited. Please come. It'll be a special event on that day for all the families, the Gold Star families. Also, that is also called the Gold Star Mother's Garden. So,
You're catching her.
yes. It's been over almost 2.5 years with this project, so I'm glad to see it come to fruition. And many volunteers, many people from the city, and a lot of public that wanted to stay anonymously out there that donated to this project. I'm very touched by that. So thank you to all. Thank you. That'll be all.
Also wanted to say congratulations to our volunteer firefighters, and I too especially love the fact that we do have at least 2 females that join the group tonight. And also congratulations to our retiree, and also a reminder about our water restrictions. If people are not aware of that, you can either find it on Facebook, go to our app, My Vineland, or you're getting emails or subscribe to Nixle, and there are reminders there. So I hope everybody remains mindful about the water restrictions. Anything else? Nothing further? Chair entertains a motion to adjourn to closed session.
So move. Second.
Mr. Acosta?
Yes.
Mr. Spinelli?
Yes.
Mr. Vargas?
Yes.
Dr. Arthur?
Yes.